Big.
Our season's on the clock.
Our future's on the clock.
Our legacy is on the clock.
NFL draft, Detroit Lions, Chicago, Las Vegas, Steelers. Like,
Yeah!
That's the one!
That's the
pick! Who you got on the clock?
This week, I have Darius Robinson from Missouri. He's an edge, something that we kind of need at this point. You know, we don't know what's going to happen with Justin Matabuki or Jadeveon Clowney. We have a decision to make on Odafe Owe and his fifth-year option too, as he enters years 4. So this guy, I mean, he's somebody that's been a big riser in the Senior Bowl. You know, he's shown a lot of power, a lot of brute strength, a lot of movement ability. The versatility to play inside and outside, whether it be edge rusher or inside as a tackle, you know, and the Ravens love that versatility. You know, something that Mike McDonald did well was disguise his defense, whether it's the pressures or the coverage. You know, you didn't know what we were going to do pre-snap, and that's something that you know, Darius could help at as far as in the interior, or if he's applying pressure as an edge, you know. And obviously Odafe Owe, he's more of a finesse speed guy. Darius, not so much. He's not known for his measurables as far as the speed is concerned, but he's a powerful human being. And, you know, that is something that would be a difference in our approach. But we have to do something about the defensive line. It's just too much uncertainty. And, you know, even when people say Odafe Owe, you know, $14 million fifth-year option is not that expensive for an edge. No, it's not that expensive for an edge. An edge like TJ Watt, that's a value. But $14.5 million for pressures and PFF analytics stats. I mean, you know,
for 13 sacks over 3 years.
I mean, that's half a season for TJ Watt. So,
Ew.
It is what it is in that regard, but I think if you go younger at the position, you reset the clock, right? You reset the clock with a new rookie contract, fresh hope, a new canvas, so to speak. I think he'd be a guy that you could look at the back end in the first round, somebody that would be there and somebody that could contribute. And again, we talked about the versatility. I think I'm going to harp on that because we have uncertainty with Matabuke. We don't know if Clowney was going to come back, especially after he had a season like that on a cheap deal. And we don't know, you know, how we see the long-term future of Odafe Owe. So this is somebody you could draft and mix and match accordingly. So, you know, I'm excited to see, you know, more of this kid as the combine comes, see how fast he runs, if he's as slow as advertised, because they're saying his athletic measurables aren't the greatest. So I like to see if he surprises in that regard. You know, also like to see, you know, how he looks on his pro day as well. But he's strong and physical at the point of attack. Plays well in the run game as well, and he has the ability to collapse a pocket with his strength. So I think all of those qualities are something that would make him play like a Raven.
Yeah, that's what I liked about him when I looked at the tape. Just look aggressive. He looked like a Raven, honestly. Just that speed, that burst coming off the edge, especially playing in the SEC. You playing top-notch competition. You going against pros week in, week out. So I like
that slow. He gonna look like a Raven DN. I tell you that.
Man's
slow. Man's
Listen,
slow.
Listen,
He's slow. He's slow as shit. But he's a big human. He's a big guy. He might fit better inside. Pause. He might be better on the end, but on a. I will hope we get Justin Fields if y'all draft him.
Well, they are comparing him to someone like Cameron Jordan, which. Okay. Cameron Jordan, that speaks for itself. And then also, too, I mean, if you look at Odafe Owe, I don't mean to harp on him, but a lot of people that talk about him bring up the fact that what he does do well is he provides the pressures and he collapses and sets the edge in the run game. And that's something I think that Darius could emulate as far as setting the edge. We've seen it on his college tape. He does well in the run game, setting the edge and being that type of defender. So at the very least, he can emulate what Owe has provided, right, as far as contributions. But on the flip side, you know, you look at the ceiling, you know, it's a powerful man. The versatility, again, you know, he doesn't always have to be at edge, doesn't always have to be inside. It's really just how we decide to come on that particular package, that particular play, where the blitz is coming, where the help isn't. And that type of versatility and being able to mask it, being able to trick opposing offenses is something that, you know, it's a little bit intriguing. But yeah,
value depending on where you draft him to. If he's second, third, then that's anything that he gives you is a plus. Anything he gives you is a plus. But yeah, if I was on, it was inside for technique. Put 2 hands on the ground, sir.
I mean, listen, man, his stock is soaring. His stock is soaring. So we'll see if he keeps up the momentum.
That's good, but he's huge. That's a big guy.